Okay, we're good.
Wow, what a weekend.
What a weekend indeed.
Wealth Genius
Yes, we are at the Land Development Bootcamp,
with Carina Guzman was amazing.
the Land Development Queen.
Wow.
I wanted to introduce you to this gentleman here for whoever has not met him, because he's already famous in itself. Jim Jim Lawrence, good friend.
Yes, we've known each other for a few years in an unnamed past real estate investor group. So I met Otto and a lot of great investors, and a lot of them are actually Wealth Genius members too. So
Yes.
this is my first Wealth Genius event, by the way.
It's your first. Well, see, that's the thing that I wanted you to give everyone, uh, you know, your thoughts on your experience. But before, I wanted to also share with everyone that, I mean, aside from the fact that we've developed this great friendship, we actually partnered up, and we put two powers together. Like you have this Facebook group called Real Estate. Mindset for real estate, mindset for men in real estate investing. So it's very specific.
That's right. Yeah, started it about just over a year ago. Didn't really get a lot of traction. I didn't really have the direction. I kind of selfishly started it for me, so I could benefit from having a better mindset, especially for in the real estate investing world, which we've all learned in a lot of these seminars that that's what you need. And then my good buddy Otto, who's been talking to me for months about mindset and what I need to do and how I should go along the way, came along and I said, look, why don't we do this kind of journey together and figure this out? And yes, we've partnered and we've been doing that for 9 months now, I think almost ish.
It's been 9 months already.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
because, well, as you may know, I have been positively obsessed with the study of the mind and personal growth, and mostly the ideas of Bob Proctor, right?
Yes.
And it's done wonders for me, and I want to share it. So we actually joined forces. We're using Jim's platform and what I've learned to actually share these ideas with people.
Yeah, and what's awesome about it is, Otto is so passionate and it comes across so naturally that you want to absorb what he's teaching us. So you really want to do the homework, you want to practice the curriculum, and it's changing the lives of a bunch of guys. And we've spoken that we're not going to keep this exclusively to men after we do this little run through with the group that we're in right now, because this is incredible. Everybody needs to have a great mindset. You need to feel confident and good about yourselves. And with that, everything comes to you. It's just fluid after that.
I love that. It's true. Yeah, you mentioned that we're not going to do it exclusively for men. That's what you had created originally. I think you had created this for men specifically, like you said, you for your own benefit, which is amazing because you're masterminding with other real estate investing men, and you're all talking about mindset. But now I guess we've discovered that this has to be shared with everyone:
Absolutely.
women, men, children.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. The goal was initially, you know, my wife Irismar. If you haven't met her, look her up. Irismar Lawrence, Irismar. She's fabulous.
Also a great friend, by the way.
Also a great person to have
And
in your
a
life.
good
Also,
friend of his as
yeah,
well.
good friend of mine.
I
as well.
hope.
But she's been on a mindset journey for a long time, and we host a lot of real estate investor meetups across the country, really. And she just walked by.
Oh yeah, she walked by.
And
Maybe
so
she can come here for a minute.
we are having a real estate investor meetup at our house with a bunch
This
of
is
our friends.
Irismar right here.
There you go.
There you go.
And so we were having a real estate investor meetup, one of our annual Halloween parties, and a bunch of the guys were around, and we're talking about like having a safe place where guys can talk about some of the struggles that we deal with, and and being macho and all that sort of stuff, and trying to live up to expectations that are put on us and all that sort of thing. So that's how the group really started off.
Got it.
So we could share that, and now we're realizing the benefit of this. And Irismar is also taking a Chopra Life Certified Coach program. So there's more to come. Stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. And before we let you go here, because I know you were walking in a rush somewhere, and but we're capturing you for a couple of minutes, and because in one of the real estate investing gatherings that you always do, we've had discussions, you and I,
Yes.
and I know that you're passionate about Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
And like you said, you're going to go deep into Chopra's ideas,
Yes.
and that's amazing. And this is another reason why I think we need to share this with more and more people, like what we're doing here, sharing Bob's ideas, sharing Chopra's ideas. Anything you want to share about that?
Yeah, I think it's being ready to step out of the comfort zone without being afraid of looking inwards, because that's what we're most fearful of. And I think that's where the potential growth is gonna come, but it's you. And if you're not willing to look at yourself as a whole self, the good, the bad, the ugly, the prickly, the best, then how can we take you to that next level?
I love that.
Yeah, and doing this journey, I mean, joining people that are doing this, it's you're just with a bunch of like-minded people, like a bunch of you guys are in Wealth Genius. You guys are a bunch of like-minded people. That's why you guys have so much fun. That's why I have FOMO when I see all your pictures at Expand. I guess Irismar's trying to talk me to joining. So we might get there. Oh my goodness!
Look who we have here. Definitely, she has to come here for a minute.
And
It's
now,
the actual land development queen.
look who that is.
Carina
She's
Guzman.
she's sharing all of the ideas about land development for us, and this is the whole reason why we're here, to come and see you.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
guys.
And it was wonderful. It was action-packed. Super amount of takeaways, knowledge from here. Thank you for sharing your time and losing your voice over it. But we had a great time. We learned a lot today. So
And it's
thank
not
you.
finished yet.
No,
we're,
not finished.
we're
It's just
actually
lunchtime.
it's lunchtime right now, and if you're not here, you make sure that you come to this one of land development
Next one.
boot camps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Awesome.
They don't come often, so you got to come.
Where are you
Thanks.
going to be next?
Thank you.
Well, and thank you for introducing us to your crowd here and giving us the invite for it. So it was wonderful. Thanks
It's
so
an
much.
absolute pleasure. In fact, Jim, the actual reason why I wanted to talk to you. Hey, thanks. Are you leaving us?
Yes.
She's leaving us. The other one is leaving us too. Okay. All women are leaving us. See, that's why we did the real estate for men and the mindset for men. No, I'm kidding.
Was it something we said?
Maybe. No, it's great to introduce you to Jim and for you to see both Irismar and to see Carina. Thanks. But the whole reason why we're doing this is because I wanted Jim, who is not a Wealth Genius member, to give us our thoughts about his experience. He's here at the boot camp, but he's also listening to Alfonso.
Yeah.
You've listened to Alfonso. You've listened to Carina. Carina has great information too.
Yeah. What I want. I've been to a bunch of these types of events.
And sorry to
before.
interrupt you for a minute.
Yep.
This is the first time I actually talk with somebody that is not a Wealth Genius member about Wealth Genius, because you're going to bring a different perspective to this whole thing. So sorry to interrupt you.
No,
Please
no,
go
no.
ahead.
Good point. Because you and I tried doing this exactly what we're doing right now in another real estate investor group, and it was frowned upon. But it doesn't seem like in this group this is a more open and sharing and welcoming community. So thank you for allowing me to be here. This weekend was, like I said, action-packed, super amount of knowledge. I was really happy that it wasn't a lot of downtime and boring stuff. It was inspiring. We got real facts. I've never taken so many notes at one of these events in a long time.
Really, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you are taking notes, and I'm like, wow, this guy's going.
Because my mindset has shifted.
Ah, yes, I've
So
actually seen it. You're
a year ago, I would not have taken notes. I would say, no, it's all going to sink in. What do I have to take notes for? But no, this is something I want to take serious. I've got my wife, my business partners, I've got friends. I'm accountable. I need to show up and take responsibility and take action. So that's why we're here.
right, right. And I know I don't want to put you on the spot here, but any aha moments because we're on the second day of the
Yeah.
boot camp, right? So yesterday it was totally different. Today is more technical in nature or more government in nature.
There's definitely aha moments, but you know what? You got to pay to play. No, I'm just joking. So, yeah, one of the great takeaways was the in terms of land development, it was kind of pushing the paper, flipping the paper, kind of thing. Never really thought about
Yes.
that in terms of land development. We thought about it in other strategies, but then also the return that you can make on those, those fees. So
Yeah,
interesting.
that's a very good point. I would have never imagined this until I actually attended one of these boot camps where I learned you're actually making tons of money just by moving paper around.
Yeah,
Moving
tons of
paper
money,
around.
tons of money. So, did you have any aha moments?
Well, for me, it's a very interesting strategy. I'm itching to get into it
Okay.
because I have been wanting to focus on multi-family apartment buildings for the longest time.
Well, I've seen you act. You're actively out there pursuing them. I see you. Yeah.
Exactly, you can see that.
Awesome.
But Canada is experiencing a housing crisis,
Crazy.
and there's not enough people to build. Just to build.
Yeah.
Never mind the people who are developing the land so that you can build, because you cannot just build in in any land. If you're looking at any land, you can't just build there. You have to prepare it,
There's a big process to go through. Yeah. Yeah.
and that's a part of what we're learning here.
It's exciting. I mean, what we're learning is exciting. I mean, what's exciting is the end result, what the goal is. We're providing housing for people that really need access to housing. Like, you're helping municipalities, you're helping newcomers to the country, you're helping sometimes the affordability issue, the environment. We're focused. There's so much good that can come out of this.
So the strategy seems to be a good moneymaker. If you were to time the market, if you were to say, okay, what is the best thing to do now? You'd say, okay, well, we have a housing crisis, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of immigrants coming now to the country and nowhere to live. So where do you focus your business goals, your goals? Where do you put them? I think there's something in here to think about. Land development. I think building is one. It's a little bit more complex to build.
Yeah, it's a learning curve. Yeah, for sure.
Land development seems a good way to start,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah. When you're a member of one of these communities like Wealth Genius, I mean, you have the support there of your coaches, you have the support there of the group, the community, to help you out. And I know you guys do your group calls
This is
bi-weekly.
coming from a guy who's not a non-member.
I've been
Yet.
I'm doing my homework. I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
But no, it's something. But you guys also have the 5 tracks here that you do that people can take their specialty down, and then the other one's multifamily, right? So you
Right.
can look at the land development, which we're at today. There's a multifamily. I think that's Alfonso's baby. That's what he coaches on. So I mean,
U.S. investing in U.S.
the sky is
the
limitless.
limit. Oh my God,
Limitless.
this is amazing. It's supposed to take maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but this
gonna
is
have
the
to
way
cut
it
it
is. This is the way it is with Jim. He's a great gentleman
Appreciate
to
man.
have around. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Wealth Genius, for having Irismar and myself. And if there's anything we can ever help you out with, please reach out anytime.
Now you're in the video. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't know. Like I was staying that day. I didn't.
It's okay. You're a non-member, right?
I'm not on there.
Well, give us a little bit of your idea of your experience.
Yeah, there you go.
30 seconds.
How was your
I'm
weekend?
not so good on camera.
Oh, no?
Hold on. Think about it.
Here, I'll hold that.
Okay. Right. Okay. I can hold.
What do you think about land development in the first place?
Well, it's been a great seminar so far. Great information. A lot of enthusiasm.
Kind of overload.
A little bit, yes, but I get charged up. Also, I see that the enthusiasm of all the investors here. I like hearing their stories. It makes it real, and they're real people here taking real action. So it's
Nice.
pretty exciting.
See, and this is from a guy that says he's not good on camera. Thank you, buddy.
Awesome.
Okay, well, anyway, we were just saying goodbye.
Yes, it's
for
lunch
now,
break and I'm hungry.
You must be starving. Okay, Jimmy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wealth Genius.
I'll talk to you soon.
All the best.